Welcome to Living the Dream for General Practitioners, the podcast for doctors and clinic leaders who want to learn about pathways, strategies and opportunities for living and working in Australia. Join me, Gemma Gough, and my expert guests as we share stories and unlock the secrets to recruitment success. We share tips for moving across the world, navigating new cultures, and so much more. This show is brought to you by Health Recruitment Australia. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy this episode. Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Living the Australian Dream for General Practitioners. My name is Gemma Gough, and I am the co-founder and managing director of Health Recruitment Australia. Now, one of the most common questions we are asked as recruiters is, can you guarantee the GP that you place with me is going to stay long term? Well, the simple answer to that is no. No, we can't guarantee they'll stay, but we certainly do all we can to make sure that you have the right candidates forward to you that meets your values and they align with the GP's values. And this gives you the best chance to, best opportunity for this professional relationship to be long term. For many GPs, this is a huge decision to move, anyone to move jobs, leaving colleagues, friends, your routine, job security. To venture into the unknown is a big decision. For many GPs, there is also the financial implications of a change. You know, will their books be full? What are the co-payments? How different is that to their current clinic? Now, books being full might be something you laugh at and think, well, our GPs are always fully booked. Well, I can assure you not every practice is fully booked. Not every GP is fully booked. That is one of the reasons GPs look to move. If they're not seeing patients, they're not earning money. So to make sure they've got full books is an important aspect for them. Where clinic leaders can assist with making sure that GPs are likely to stay with them long term is considering Maslow's hierarchy of needs. This will be something most of you will be familiar with. We each have 5 categories that or needs: physiological, safety, love, esteem, and self-actualization. Now, as clinic leaders, we can be pretty certain that we can meet the physiological needs of the GPs. The majority of us have nice, clean facilities, running water, access to somewhere we can enjoy a break, for example. Then there are the safety needs. So the basics would be things like fairness, routine, opportunity, job security. And there's a few areas that we tend to overlook, such as growth, potential and predictability. Now, some GPs and support staff are happy to come to work, do their jobs and go home. And there's nothing wrong with this. They don't like change. But some GPs are looking for change. They're looking for opportunity and they're actively seeking out ways in which they can be the best version of themselves. So do you know which of your GPs are looking for that growth opportunity? The next step is love or belonging. So like us all, GPs like to feel valued, appreciated. They like to build relationships and feel as though they're working as part of a team towards a common goal. So for multicultural clinics, this can be a bit challenging to make them feel included. But if managed well, this can be very rewarding. Do you know your team's national or religious holidays that they support? Which holidays do they recognise? And do you do that as a clinic? Don't shy away from those sorts of conversations. They can actually bring a team together. The hierarchy chart then moves on to esteem. How do you show the GPs that you value their work? Do you show support for their ideas and their opinions? When they contribute to new initiatives or working parties, do you share with them their value, that you value their opinion? And build their confidence to speak up. I'm sure you all show recognition for their achievements, and obviously if you don't, you should. This is something that's important to all of us. At the very tip of the chart is self-actualization. So when one can reach their full potential, and this takes an army to believe in oneself and for those around you to believe in you too. So it all sounds so simple, yet we can get consumed with the day-to-day, opening the doors, checking in the patients, taking the funds, putting out the spot fires, locking up at the end of the day. And obviously it's far more than that in reality, but, we can get stuck into those routines and we forget to work above the foundations of the pyramid. So we need to make a conscious effort to make every single member of the team feel important. We need to actively address the hierarchy of needs. Now, this is a whole team responsibility, but like all things in leadership, it starts from the top. Make it an everyday occurrence that you check in with your staff and make sure that they're actually okay and that their needs haven't been adjusted. They haven't been changed by circumstance or a change in mindset. There'll always be reasons why GPs or any staff member leaves your organisation, and this is generally beyond your control. And that those things can fit outside of the hierarchy of needs. So things like changes in legislation, retirement, or family reasons. So somebody wants to move interstate, for example, which all leads you to recruitment. So you go down the recruitment process, you've signed an amazing new GP, you go to the efforts of creating a fabulous orientation and induction program, the room is all set up and everything's looking fabulous and everyone's super excited about meeting this new GP. And for those first 2 weeks, everyone is attentive. Everyone's there for the questions, and another couple of weeks go by and your expectations have shifted back to default. And you're just there to open the clinic, process the patients, and close the doors at the end of the day. What happened to making them feel special, wanted, needed, valued, and all the things we spoke about a moment ago? Why did you stop? This is what you promised the newbie, wasn't it, when you did your interviews? That you're a supportive team, that nothing's too much trouble and everyone gets along, etc., etc. Well, it started well for those first 2 weeks, but you need to continue to show them that that's what your team is all about. Always. It is worth mentioning that when you onboard a new GP, particularly an overseas GP, you are generally welcoming their entire household into your work family. So don't forget to make the whole family feel special and welcome. So perhaps you host a lunch. And not just as a one-off, but any sort of social events, you include the relatives of your staff if you can. This helps to build a true work family. Perhaps the partner of the GP is going to be staying home and raising the young children. Do you have anyone else in the practice that has young children that perhaps you could arrange play days, just the initial ones, to help build those relationships? What are their hobbies? Can you share information about local clubs, that they could join and make friends? It may sound like a lot of extra work on top of your really busy days, but making the entire family feel welcome and supported goes a really long way to ensuring that they stay with your clinic. If the entire family is happy and settled, why would they look to go elsewhere? As I mentioned earlier, this all seems common sense and time consuming. And I'm sure you're listening to this and thinking, oh, well, this, we already do all of that. But actually take a step back and look at your teams. Can you see disengagement? Have you been using your GPs like workhorses? We can all feel like one at times, and nobody likes that. Supporting each other with a healthy work-life balance is important. Tea breaks, lunch breaks, being able to finish on time, to be home and have dinner with the children, being able to take half a day and go and watch sports day or have that hair appointment that you've been longing for. All these things help towards our mental well-being and are the small things that keeps our teams and ourselves happy and content. So I hope I haven't been teaching anyone to suck eggs today, but it is a question that we get asked a lot, and when we have those sorts of conversations with clinic leaders, it does make them think, actually, I do need to step back and think maybe we haven't been as supportive to our new doctors longer term, and the more established doctors. Everybody has a right, clinical and non-clinical, to feel special and valued and appreciated in their roles. So making a real focus on active listening with your staff, so that you can help to manage expectations, and to provide the support that they desire is really important. So I hope this gives you a little bit of food for thought. As I say, it's all things we know, but are usually too busy to enforce it regularly. So make it part of your day-to-day. Have conversations with everyone. Check in and make active listening part of everyone's responsibility in the practice. So I hope that helps. And I'll see you again soon. Thanks for listening, everyone. Bye for now. Thank you for listening to Living the Dream for General Practitioners. Don't forget to subscribe on your favourite podcast player so you don't miss an episode. At Health Recruitment Australia, we want to see more happy GPs, thriving medical practices and healthy communities. If you'd like to join us on our mission, visit healthrecruitmentaustralia.com.au to explore opportunities and to get in touch. Thanks for listening.